All right, that was The Day I Died, Written Roots of Sequoia. Also, you heard some TED Acts, I Don't Want to, Cure the Curse with Freeman, Minus with Rain, 702 with Double Barrel, and kicked it all off with Ronan with Down. Uh, Appreciate you guys tuning in. And yeah, I got the HAPS app running. So hope you guys enjoy and to see where the chat is going on that one. So it's supposed to be bringing in everything from wherever it's being broadcasted at. So um, pretty cool stuff. It's pretty interesting. Um, like I said, it's a new app that I'm using, and so we'll see how all this runs out and all this goes up. Um, I don't have my rotating R's that I could switch to yet, so we're gonna figure all that out and stuff. We'll still use OBS system as well. It's actually um, going on now, but it's I'm just using the intros that I have, the local uprising show um, deal, and and the rotating R's that keep freezing up on me, but it's okay. Anyway, all that's good, and appreciate you guys tuning in. This is the morning show for the HAPS app people that are on here. I am I do um, I do this morning show every Monday. We're going to talk about what's been going on, what happened over the weekend, different things like that. I kind of lost interest in the hockey thing, so um, mainly because the Golden Knights aren't in there, and I'm still learning the hockey thing and everything, so it's not too bad. But yeah, there's a lot of fireworks last night, a lot of parties going on. Um, Hell, we had one here at the house till 2:30, almost 3 o'clock in the morning, um, which wasn't bad. They weren't too bad. I mean, they had the music thumping a little bit, but it's all good. Now we got bodies scattered all over the house, um, which is a little different. But yeah, woke up and there's somebody sleeping on the studio couch, which no one's supposed to be coming in here. So that's going to be dealt with when everybody gets up. Um, yeah, studio's off limits to anybody that's not invited in. Um, but it's all good, I guess. They were quiet. Just kind of surprised me a little bit because it's not quiet in here in the morning, as you guys can probably clearly see and tell. But anyway, it's had some people had some friends of mine see some and started filming some UFO activity, what they thought was UFOs, which looked like it to me anyway. Um, and it's pretty interesting. I get a lot of things going on, and um, it's things in the sky at night, especially around here in Vegas. I mean, lately there's been a lot of UFO sightings and dealings that people have been no actually contact, but you can see them up there in the sky. There was like three of them last night over the strip, and it's pretty interesting. So hey, if things happen, right? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get back to some music for you guys. I got some Tim Saxon in the room. They are originally from Orange County. Tim Saxon's actually doing a job out here in Vegas, and we'll probably, oh, excuse me, be stopping by this. Oh, it's early and I didn't get much sleep last night, so it's all right. It's all good. Here doing this early morning show for you guys, and we'll get some content for you here in just a little bit. So here you go. Here's some Tim Saxon in the room with "Sweet Loving Woman." Um, then I got some ZZY for you that's out here in Las Vegas. Uh, Great band. They're going to be on the show probably next week or so, and be pretty cool. Have them on there. I got to stop saying it'll be pretty cool, or this is pretty cool. I got to stop saying that. I do that when I get nothing else to say. But they are a really cool band, and also got some Worldwide Panic for you. These bands are going to be on. Let's see, ZZY is going to be playing, I think, this weekend at Vamped. I believe it's this weekend, or it might be next weekend. Um, Worldwide Panic is going to be August 1st over at the Dive Bar. We'll be broadcasting from there at that show. We also have another show coming up at the Double Down Saloon, Lit Soul, on the 27th. So it's going to be pretty cool. It is going to be pretty cool. And I'm not just saying that because it is going to be pretty cool. I know, Mike, you're going to kick me in the ass. I know that. But all right, but it's all good, man. So here you go. Here's some Tim Saxon in the room with "Sweet Loving Woman." Oh yeah, well check that out, man. Yeah, there's probably a little bit of a delay, so you're probably going to hear a little bit of music um, while before we you know before I start talking. Anyway, when I start talking again. Anyway, this is my first broadcast on Haps app. Um, if it's your first time doing it, check it out. It's actually a pretty cool thing. You don't have to broadcast if you want to be a member of that, or if you want to sponsor. Anybody go to my profile that's on there that has a little button that says sponsor. You can click that. So every time you join, if you join through this link or through another, if you join through this link, I get credit for it, get points for it. Um, but it's pretty good. So how you doing, Erica? Yes, and I watched that movie last night too. Um, the tomorrow sky and man. No, not that one. It was the Tomorrow War is the one that I saw last night. And yeah, that actually it could be very well. It could be true. I mean, there could have been something buried or crashed here a long time ago, waiting to be thawed out and then annihilate everybody. So I don't know. Actually, this app is actually pretty cool. I could actually bring people in on that on this whole thing. Um, so it's actually pretty cool thing to do. I could so if you join up and you're there and you're watching me from the app, it's free. It's all free. Um, I can invite you as a guest on here. We can put you on the screen. You can listen in, tune in, hang out, do what you want to do. It's actually pretty cool. Um, that I really got to stop saying that. It's that's almost like saying not a mean man, not a mean dog, not mean, you know, and so it's I think this is probably really cool if I can get my guests to join on this thing. And this thing has a lot of independent artists on there. I didn't really have a chance to really go through the whole thing, and but I got. Uh, I mean, you could go on multiple platforms on this: on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube, on all of your pages that are on Facebook. And this right here, I think this will actually ruin Facebook completely. So I think, um, which is, it's pretty much user friendly. I'm still kind of getting used to the whole thing. I'm sure there's more stuff to it that I could that they're integrating the SysM data um, uh, site right now. So they're working the bugs out and everything else. So it's actually really interesting on how they do all this stuff because it's supposed to bring all the chat from everywhere and let it run. So it doesn't really matter what's okay. Yeah, all right, there it is. Yeah, okay. All right, so yeah, I did that. You could private comment and all that. So it's really neat how they do that. Um, trying to get us. You download the Haps app, subscribe to get notified when I go live. Support my work on Haps. It has all kinds of things. You'll get 100 free coin for joining, which you can use to support my work. Which is like I say, which is it's pretty neat. Um, it gives you all these little tips and everything on the so I got one thumbs up. I got 9 views so far. So that's okay. That's it's not bad, not bad at all. Uh, I think it's pretty neat that actually Mike found this site because he's been he gets a lot of updates and things running for going through everything and stuff. So it's really um, he's been helping me a lot with this whole thing, and really do appreciate him doing a lot of the work that he has done. And what up, Nick? How you doing, man? Appreciate you watching. Get this Haps app, dude. You could broadcast on everything that you have on your Twitter, on your Instagram, on pretty much everything that you have. All your Facebook feeds and everything, and all you do is just click one button and they go. It's all on their servers, so you don't have to save anything. It's already pre-saved. People can go back on your page and see all of your lives that you've done and stuff, and it saves them all on your thing. Um, you can actually put up your post on and set your shows up on when you're going to have them and everything. It's really really neat. So yeah, we're working on a lot of different things and stuff. So I hope this the audio is coming out okay, and you guys can hear the music all right, and and then hopefully they're not going to um, go too much. Um, Hopefully they're not going to go too much in. Uh, and it gives you a little thing on how your internet's going, if it's good, if it's bad, if it's going to slow down or anything else like that. And, it shows you the little bars and stuff, and kind of lets you know what's what. So it's actually pretty neat how they have this set up. See, I use neat instead of cool. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get back on this Monday morning. I know a lot of people are off today because Fourth was yesterday, so people are recovering from their partying, barbecues, and everything. I just spent my time watching the puppies and uh, you know watching a couple of movies. Watched some Ink Master last night, episode 8, or not episode 8, season 8 of Ink Master, which after that episode, there was 4 ladies on there um, that turned out to be the Ink Master Angels, and they're going out to go. They went out after season 8 to go on season 9, finding or season 10, I think it was, on finding. They went out and finding everybody to be on season 10 of Ink Master, and I wouldn't mind being on that show. Not as an ink master or anything, but as a canvas. That would be actually pretty neat. Um, I've sat through quite a few hours. I mean, I have some tats on my arms and everything, so I want to be able to um, get some more done, or maybe a back piece or something like that. But it's actually, you know, so anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying your Monday morning off, or in England, it's the evening time. Um, it's a good 12-hour difference, I think, out there. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying everything and enjoying the tunes. And hopefully, the stream that's on Global Enlightenment Radio Network is going good. Um, I don't know. The voice meter on there, I can't really tell. It's, I don't know. It's been acting weird since I updated it. So uh, maybe I'll get someone, I'll get Daryl to help me out with that. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys tuning in and listening in. Erica down in Arizona, and Nick over in England, and you guys are actually really, really great people, and I really do. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in and stuff. So it's always fun to get new listeners and everything. And Erica Davis, yeah, right. I got to spit it out. um, yeah, let me know where you guys are listening from. If it's your first time listening in, And so Erica Davis. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, do that there. Um, yeah, like I said, I'm still kind of playing with it a little bit, and this is my first live on this Haps app. Uh, but it is really neat. And I know there's a lot. I mean, I could invite guests on here, and it's really neat. Well, let me see if I can invite you, Erica. Um, Broadcast and host. See if that comes up. Erica Gray, Moulton. Erica Davis. Let me see. I'll type your name in here. See if your name pops up. Okay. Um, let's see. I'll send you an invite, and if you want to join in, then you can. So this is live from the captain's chair. I know a lot of you got a lot of my followers already know who I am and everything, and it's all good. But I am a row captain. I have a 1,600-ton master's license. I don't work offshore anymore because I've had two heart attacks. I have vertigo. And I can't get a medical waiver anymore through the Coast Guard, so I was forced into retirement. But uh, it's been a journey. It's been rough. It's been rough. It's been good. Um, I've been running this station newly, Rev Radio Vegas, for the last 4 or 5 months, and but I've been doing web radio for about 15 years. Uh, I'm fairly new in the last 4 years to the live stream, so you guys can actually see me, put a face with the voice, um, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. I've had numerous interviews with local artists and some mainstream artists. I was able to interview Steve Smith from Journey, Delana Smith. Uh, let's see, just name a few. John Zito, uh, Duncan Fora from the Bay City Rollers. He was probably one of my funnier guests. Really good dudes. Got a lot of stories to tell. Uh, Chad Smith from Hemlock. Uh, Numerous guests from local guys here in Vegas and everything. So it's been a lot of fun um, doing all this, and we're trying to build more content. We have a on RevRadioVegas.com. If you go to the website, we do have our stream going 24 hours a day. We have a poetry show that we do that is aired Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays. Um, we put together the shows and we air them for the week, and that way, if you miss one day, you can catch it. The day after. We do have other shows that we do produce during the week. Um, different different interviews with people because that's at different times. We're going to be having an interview coming up. I believe it's going to be either later on today or or tomorrow. I'm going to be on a stream on the social media network um, Wednesday. I will be posting all that. Be posting about that later on, and go to my main Facebook page. It has it on there. Also, it's going to be shared to my Captain Stevo page, the Rev Radio group page. It's um, it's growing. It's growing, and I really, I don't know. It's lately. It seems like I've been getting stuck a lot more often than not. I got so much going on. This has been a really um, a difficult year for a lot of people, and especially for me. And I'm not the only one out there that's had a hard time or that's had uh, you know bad things happen to them. And I don't like sitting here, and I don't like crying about you know past stuff, and I don't like I don't like whining and crying about anything. I mean, I don't like the oh poor woe is me or poor pitiful me type thing. I don't do that. Um, but there's been a lot of people. I mean, like my friend Nick, he's had a hard time with everything, with a lot of different things, and I can't figure it out, but that's okay because no makeup Monday. All righty, that's all good. Um, hey, we tried, right? All you gotta do is click the invite on it, so you should be fine. But it's okay. It's all good. Don't have to. Um, but no, um, it's been rough. I know, everybody's had a hard time, and I think this is um, these hard times have really brought out who your real true friends are and family. Not just because it's for politics or religious or anything else like that. Um, People aren't just they're not really seeing each other eye to eye. Instead of saying, okay, you know what, I know you have an opinion, and even if you agree or disagree with that person, why does it mean you have to not like him anymore? It makes no sense. It makes zero sense. It's like, you know, you're best friends for a long time, and for the whole time wherever you guys met, that you never talked about religion, you never talked about politics, and all of a sudden now that everything is all, oh well, you know, Trump was in there for 4 years. Oh, not my president bullshit stuff. I mean, come on, seriously, he's the president of the United States. He got voted in, just like Obama got voted in, just like all the presidents got voted in because that's what the people wanted. I voted for Trump because he wasn't a career politician. He wasn't a career. I mean, sure, he's a rich dude. Is he a prick? Sure. Why not? Thing is, sometimes we need a prick to lead us, and not really to, tell us what to do or anything, but to make sure everybody else falls in line. Why would you go on an apology tour for being American? I mean, come on. I don't agree with a lot of things that what Obama did. I don't agree with a lot of things Trump did. I don't like talking about politics. I really don't, because people start going, "Oh, well, you're this and you're that." Nah, 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 nah. You know what? Fight me. If you don't like my opinion, don't watch me. It's just my opinion. Uh, I've served in the military. I served 30 years offshore uh, in the Merchant Marines, uh, the Merchant Mariners, I should say. Um, Marines don't like it when they you say Marines unless you're a Marine. Um, but the Merchant Mariners was 30 years offshore there, um, which is an offset branch of the military because they're governed by the Coast Guard. In time of actual quote unquote war, we can go out. I mean, we do transport and all that other stuff. So it is what it is. But it's we gotta realize everybody has their opinion. Everybody has their right to an opinion, and all this me too and this, oh, I identify as, you're either male or you're a female. Period. If you choose to be gay, you choose to be gay. That's fine. That's your choice to do what you want to do. You want to get a sex change? Get a sex change. I don't care. Really, I don't care. There's people that, oh, you're not going to go here because, not with mine. You mean, one, your daughter's not going to be everywhere. Your kids are going to do what I want my kids hanging around people like that. It depends on the kind of person they are. If they're weirdo and they're pedophile-ish and everything? No, I don't. If they're just going about their daily business, they're going about their daily business. And if they're going in and whipping it all out, and no, it's not right. Uh, but it's, um, it's just, why can't people just let people live? Period. We're on the same planet. Whether you think it's flat or whether you think it's round, we're still here. Can we live together? We got to live together because we're on the same planet together. Do we have to be everybody's friend? No, of course not. But it is what it is. It is what, you know, it is what it, a lot of people hate that. It is what it is. But it's really weird. It's really trippy that um, people really think that if you don't um, if you don't agree with somebody 100%, then you can't be friends. It's bullshit. I have a lot of friends that I don't agree with their politics or I don't agree with their religion. People get mad at me. Well, they don't get mad at me, but they ask me, well, my mom does. And my mom gets mad at me. How come you don't go to church? I don't go to church because I don't want to be judged by anybody. And whether you say you do or you don't, or your church never does, and we're not this way, people do because it's human nature. Everybody judges somebody. Everybody judges everybody. You know, I don't like the way the person dresses. I don't like why does that person have big old holes in his ears? I mean, what's the point? You want to look like that? That's up to you, man. That's fine. You think it's cool? It's cool. You know, you want to cut your hair like a 12-year-old kid and have lines in your head and everything, and you're almost 50. Okay, to each his own. You know, uh, it's just um, I don't know. Thing you see, there it is. I judge too, but if I look at you and I kind of judge you a little bit, I'm not gonna condemn you for it. I'm not gonna not like you for it. I may not agree with it, but hey, if it works for you, it works for you, right? Um, and it's just and everybody has a right to be happy. If that makes you happy, great. You know what? You're not killing anybody, so that's a good thing, right? All right, so hey, let's get back to some music here for a minute, and I'm gonna go look something up real quick and see what I can see. So here's some ZZY with Psycho, brand new stuff. It's featuring Dallas Williams on vocals as well as Chris Iorio. There's Jonathan Hartman on drums, and the bass player is he's gonna kill me. Oh, I spaced on his name. Damn. Anyway, bass player is a really cool dude. Um, and I'll think of it here in a minute. Anyway, uh, here you go with some ZZY and Worldwide Panic. Do you think of me? Kind of a strange song. It's kind of it's a good song though. So these two songs, I mean, as far as going back to back with them, one's fast, one's slow. But you know what? It's all rock and roll, baby. So here we go. Morning, Josh. How you doing, brother? Cool. A lot of you have the day off. Your looper pedals, huh? Cool. Let me know how it works out. Tell you, you got to get this. Check this Haps app, man. There should be a link that from where you're watching. It's really cool. You can broadcast on platforms. You can just join up and support the different shows. It's really neat. The site's really neat. You could make money on it. You could, a lot of different things. Really good for broadcasters. And like if you want to do like a podcast for your show, for your technical show, it's really neat. There's a lot of local artists on here and everything. It's really cool. Because it is really cool. I wasn't blank on that one. It's really cool. Yeah, I gotta stop saying that. us a worldwide panic with "Do you think of me?" Well, do you? Do you think of me? Oh, I'll tell you what. We do have the finals going on, the Stanley Cup going on, and so far, uh, the Lightning is beating Montreal. Right, their first game of the series was 1-5 Lightning. Next one was 1-3 Lightning, and let's see, the third game was 6-3 the Lightning. So they're sweeping it. Lightning, Tampa Bay Lightning is really kicking ass on the Montreal Canadiens. Uh, uh, Montreal beat the Vegas Knights out. They beat a lot of people out. It was really, um, guess who's pretty. I mean, tell you what, scoring 6 goals, 5 goals in a hockey game, that's not easy to do. I mean, that's just the other team not paying attention, I think. Um, but yeah, the Stanley Cup. So hopefully, see, it's against Canada and the United States. So let's see who brings home the Stanley Cup. Looks like it's going to be Tampa Bay unless Montreal gets on the ball and wins. I mean, it's the best out of 7. So they just have to play one more game, which it's today at 5 p.m. The is what the next game is. So and it's going to be in Montreal. Let's see. So far, they've had um, the opening was in Tampa Bay. Uh, let's see. They had 2 games in Tampa Bay. Then they had 1 game up in Canada, which they lost 6-3 at home. Wow, that's unreal. That's really a trip. And so now the next game is going to be tonight, and then there's another game on the 7th, and then the 9th, and then the 11th, if necessary. They only need one more game to win, one more game to sweep the whole thing. So it's pretty interesting. Um, Last year, I messed around with an app called Jamcast, or what was that? Lets you use your audio interface from home recording and perform live as a band. You can record concerts um, or events. Just host a live jam session. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty neat. Jam Jam Kazam, huh? Never heard of that. But I mean, like I said, a lot of musicians have. There's different things. I mean, it's the World Wide Web for a reason. I mean, there's everybody everything that's just going on, and different platforms for people to really get their message out. Um, like I was saying earlier on this, with it's you know I had an aunt that it was an aunt by marriage. Okay, and I was staying with them. Really, really cool lady, good people. Um, she told me, you know what, folks is folks. That's all it is. You're either going to get along or you don't. You meet a lot of people. Sometimes people will have a different way of doing things or a different way of talking, and you're like, okay, maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. You get along with someone or you don't get along with them. I've met a lot of people that I've met and that have been pretty cool, pretty neat people, interesting people, and then all of a sudden turn around and just get really weird, and it's like, okay, well, okay, I'm good. You know, or you meet some people that just they want to impress you so bad that they have to name drop, and just because they know the names of all these people really doesn't mean that they actually know these people. They may have met them once. Um, I get this sometimes. I mean, in stuff that I do in radio and in the music world and stuff. I know I get to meet a lot of people. Do I know them? Not really, but I've met them and I know who they are. They know who I am. um, which is, like when I get somebody famous that knows who I am, yeah, I kind of fanboy out a little bit, and it's like, okay, cool, thanks. I get a little. Um, uh, I try to be as humble as I can. I don't try to get a fat head and go, oh yeah, well, I'm the baddest person out there. No, because I'm not. You know, have I been doing this for a while? Sure. Have I made any money at it? No. Do I want to make money at it? Doesn't everybody want to make money? It's something that they want to do or something that they love doing. Um, it's something that we all want to do because if it's fun to do, then it's not actually work. Um, yeah, I got that little thing up there that's scrolling on my screen and stuff. Go ahead and click on that. You could join the HAPS app. It's really, it's really cool. Really nice thing. You can, support whoever you're going to be watching. And there's a ton of people on here. There's a ton of independent artists on here. Um, I mean, it just depends on what you want to hear, what you want to look at, what kind of content you want to see. Uh, there's shows that are on here for an hour. The shows are on here for more than that. Um, like I said, this is really like a test run type thing. So um, this is my first show on here, but I have done shows. Let's see, I have. Uh, oh, geez, I've been doing the video thing for about 4 years now. So I got 4 years of content on here. And this is going through all my Facebook pages, is going to and YouTube right now. I'm going to be adding my Instagram and Twitter on there. So so everywhere you follow me, you'll be notified I'm going live. So that's what this thing is all about. It notifies everybody you go live. You go live on it. Um, don't know if it's going to be. I mean, I'm sure Facebook's going to be censoring a lot of things as far as music goes. But if you click on here for this thing here, it's all live. It's all there. And if you missed the show, you can actually go back and watch it and see just how dumb I really sound. I know I'm not dumb. There's sometimes I feel a little uh, out of sorts on it, but I'm just like, yeah, I'll fight through it. I'll get it. Sometimes I get stuck on a few things, but you know what? Yeah, you get stuck, you get stuck, and that's why you have co-hosts and stuff. And I'll be on again tonight. I should, unless he flakes on me. My good friend Joe Nassar should be on today. Um, Tomorrow I'll probably do a little bit, just a little sneak peeks thing, here and there. We have a new show coming up on Tuesday evening for the Betty Page show, and actually I gotta put that together today and tomorrow morning. Um, Put it all together, upload it, all that neat stuff. Betty Page does some really, really. She has original poetry that she does, and she's a really good friend of mine. And um, her poetry says a lot of things. I mean, she has some really, really deep ones. She has some erotic poems. I mean, she spent all year last year. She had a goal last year to write 2,000 poems, and she actually surpassed that. She's up to almost 3,000 poems now that she's written since this whole pandemic started. Um, and she's not a shut in or anything else like that. She's a caregiver, so she does have some time on her hands and stuff. So when we were talking about the show, um, I said, "Oh, well, I'd really love to hear more of your poetry, and maybe even do a poetry show. We'll be working on some blogs together, some reviews uh, for independent artists and everything." So um, here's the thing: if you're an independent artist and you really want to get your music out there, just ask Josh. It's oh, my internet's being unstable, but it'll come back. um, what up, Pat? How you doing, man? I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm looking at the picture here. It is. Oh, so you're a girl, Pat, not a guy, Pat. You're a girl, Pat. Anyway, welcome to the show. Appreciate you. Um, but yeah, for independent artists, if you go to um, my bio here on this on Haps app, or you go on my Facebook pages or anything, or wherever you're seeing me at right now. Um, if you go to Rev, the number two, INDIE at gmail.com, you will be able to send me your MP3s. I will take a listen to them. Um, I'll stick them in rotation if I think they fit you know, I really can't say it fits the profile because what I'm trying to do is I'm redoing a lot of things here at the station. I am a metalhead, so we are geared a little bit towards uh, having coffee with you. Oh, cool. Appreciate you. I don't have my coffee right now. um, but if I did, I'd good cheers you. Um, but yes, it's really I love independent music because these guys don't have enough of a platform to to get their music broadcasted. That's what I gear everything towards. There's a lot of music that we have that's on our website right now. That's running through our stream. It's There's some um, mainstream music in there, not a lot. There's more independent music on there than anything else. There's some older stuff on there. There's stuff that's with the Betty Page show that's getting in there, and and she does a lot of mainstream stuff. She's also doing Band of the Week. Um, she's putting their music in there, and that way it gets heard. You know, independent music I think should be getting heard more often because it's original music. It's independent original music, and there's a lot of mainstream radios that pick one day out of the week, normally a Sunday, that's late at night because everybody has to go to work on Monday. Not a lot of people listen to radio late at night. Not a lot of people listen to me this early in the morning. But I do have a show at night about 7 o'clock uh, Pacific time. Um, it's the local uprising show, and it's a lot of the local artists that are here in town, or even you know nationally. If they're running through town and they come in and they're here on a Monday, or even if they're not even here on a Monday, they'll come in, stop by. We'll do an interview with them. We'll talk with them, get to know the artist as an artist. Not just. Um, and it's not the same. It's not if you guys want to go back and watch. There's go to our YouTube channel, Rev Radio Vegas on YouTube. Um, Check that out, and you can watch a lot of what we did. I mean, I had the local uprising. I started the local uprising show 4 years ago um, at a tattoo shop, and it was a 6 hour show. It's a long show, but I'd have between 5 and 6 bands come on and talk about their music, talk about who they are, talk about how they got together, the concept of um, their bands and everything. Um, I've had the Scorch on a few times. Um, so I'd rather make a living turning wrenches than from my music. Okay, Josh. You'd rather make a living turning wrenches than from music because even if you make money doing what you love, you're financially dependent on it. So so the stress that comes from money issues now complicates what is supposed to be your spiritual release. That's true. That's very true. So many bands have turned out crap albums just because they're uh, contract contractually obligated to put out certain number of albums in a set number of years. That's true. That's true. But if you love doing that and you are making money at it, great. More power to you. Uh, but you got to love doing that. I mean, you got to love. I mean, if you're under contract with a label and they say, okay, all right, look, you got to do this, you got to do that, then yeah, it becomes a little bit of a chore. Um, what up, Steve on Taveros? How you doing, brother? Grew up with this guy. Welcome to the show, man. Um, but yeah, it's uh, within independent music is a very very hard um, industry to be in. I mean, you gotta love doing what you. Every musician I know has a regular job, pretty much. The only person that I know of that does not have a regular job is Chris Iorio. This kid, and I call him a kid because he's really young. I mean, he's a little bit older now, but he's a kid. When he started, he was like I think 13, 14 years old with Adelita's Way. He co-wrote Invincible. Um, Kid is a prodigy. He's amazing, amazing guitar player. And this kid stays so busy. I've been trying to get him on my show for about 2 years now, and it's really difficult to get him on because this guy is so busy. He flies to LA with the band that he's in there. He's in uh, I can't remember all the bands he's in. He's in Foundation. He's in BYOB, ZZY. Um, he's in so many bands. He's got so many projects going. The guy is just amazing, amazing guitar player, amazing, and a really nice guy. And so good to see you. Oh, good to see you too, man. Appreciate you. Um, how's your sisters? I know you have more than one. So how's your sisters? Dora and Alice. You have a third sister or just those two? I think it's just those two, right? That's the only two that I knew anyway. Alice and Dora. Dora was more my age. I had a crush on Dora for a little while, but it's all good. But anyway, it's uh, getting back to independent artists and stuff. I mean, they don't have a lot. I mean, their local scene is what they have, or if they go on a little tour, it's what they have. It's where they're going. Um, they could have like 5 dates in a couple. They'll do like a California, Arizona, Utah, Nevada tour type thing, which is cool. I mean, and it costs money to go on tour. People don't realize how much it costs. I mean, there's fuel costs, there's food costs, there's hotels if they want to sleep in a bed. Um, it's a lot of fun going on tour, but it's a lot of work too. I got a chance to go on with Tantric for 10 days. Started in Denver, Colorado. Went from Denver to, and it was 10 days, but there were 4 dates, four show dates. The one that was in Denver, then there was Seattle, Washington, Portland, Oregon, and then Lolita, California. It's 4 dates. It was the Mercury retrograde, and their main song that they were pushing was "Let It Go" or "Letting Go." Um, those guys, four sisters. Holy shit! I did not know that your family was that big. uh, Dang, man. Yeah, I only knew Alice and Dora. The only ones that I knew. That's cool. Um, but yeah, it's uh, going on tour. I got to see what they're like in the van. I mean, Galindo, the dude he is a beast driving. I mean, this guy will drive his ass off. Um, they've they'll stay in a hotel night before the show, and then after the show, okay, on the road, we got to hit the next date. They hit the next town, or we got so long to go to the next town, so they'll kind of take their time and not rush. Um, but it's just but I don't go dropping these guys' names. I don't go dropping Hugo Ferrer's name all over. Oh, I know Hugo Ferrer. And so what? Who cares? Okay, so you know him. I got to talk with him. He's a really good guy to talk to. Jared, really great guy. Sebastian, everybody calls him Baz. Really great guy. I got to interview his dad, and I didn't know it was his dad until later on, until after I met Baz. Uh, Even like way later. His dad, Frank, uh, dude played with Cinderella, and I got to interview him when he was in a band called uh, Freak. Welcome to the Freak Show, and it was a really good interview. Talking to the guys, he's really knowledgeable. He's funny. Uh, really good guy to talk with. My little brother was with me when I got to interview him, and I told Baz about that, and he goes, "Oh wow!" He goes, "That's pretty cool." I got to know these. I got to not really get to know him, but we had a good talk, and it was one of my first interviews that I did. What up, Glenn? How you doing, brother? What's going on, man? You and your beautiful family. How's everybody doing? How was your fourth? Uh, I have a chat that I'm keeping trying to keep up with. So if I get sidetracked, that's what it is. But no, it's uh, if you know famous people, great. I mean, if you don't, that's fine too. Um, don't try to impress people with who you know, because with who you know doesn't say anything about who you are, except you're you're a fan. And you know I've never really fanboyed out on too many people. Um, there's a lot of people that I really admire, and when I get to meet, if I've never met them, and I get to meet them, I do kind of fanboy a little bit. 'Cause it's like, dang. I mean, you see these people. I mean, they're all over the world. They're famous people. I am terrible with names, faces. Okay, okay. That guy looks a little familiar. Um, and then there's some people that know everybody. I mean, I meet so many people in my in some of the things that I've done. This is awesome. Oh, you're welcome. It was nice and quiet for me here. I pretty much stayed to myself. There was a party that went on downstairs with a bunch of young guys. Like I said, I got bodies scattered all over the house today. I got one in my studio. I don't know why, but you know, it's kind of rude, but it's all good. um, but it's uh, dang, lost my train of thought. Anyway, everything's good. Everything's good. Um, because it has to be. Because if it was bad, it'd be depressing. And you know what? I don't want to be depressed. It's depressing enough with a lot of the day to day things we all have to go through than to sit and dwell on it. One isn't healthy. Two, why? If it doesn't, Mike says this to me all the time. If your thoughts don't empower you, don't think about that. Think about things that empower you, things that uh, get you going through, get you motivated. It's very hard to get motivated for me lately. Like in the last couple of months, it's just been really hard to get motivated. Um, During the week, it's just like Mondays, I got to get up, I do my show in the morning, I do my evening show, and then after that, I'm like dead. I'm just like, I don't want to get up, I don't want to do this. But if I stay in my room and just stay in bed, I'm not going to accomplish anything. I'm not going to be able to do any research on of my any shows or get guests lined up, talk to people, and go, "What? I'd really like you to be on the show." It's like Glenn. I want Pariah was one to come on the show. It's just I got to get everybody scheduled, get everybody to come over here, or I got to go over there, whichever one works well. I don't want to interrupt anybody's. uh, rehearsal time. I don't want to interrupt anybody's home time because there's sometimes these guys they get so busy they're working on their music, they're working on their band, and that family takes kind of a backseat sometimes um, when things are going on, especially when they start recording and everything else like that. And it's and Prior was one. I got a couple of their songs, and that they are in rotation now on Rev Radio Vegas, and it's it's really good. I got four of their songs, and actually I'm going to play one here in the next on my next break here. I'm going to play "Bad Reputation" for him. um, but yeah, but these guys they put so much effort into their music that, and it's really sad that there's sometimes nobody pays attention. Their friends, their family, it's like that's the only ones that actually pay attention to what they're doing. Um, but these guys, and and if nobody says anything, nobody does anything. That's why when I get new music, and I do my best, and it's a lot of hard work. I do my best to really pay attention to the music, write a blog on them if it's a new song or a new artist. I have a new artist that I'm going to be blogging on as soon as she gets her email back to me. Um, Beautiful young lady, has a really nice voice, kind of reminds me of Nora Jones a little bit. Yeah, I'm a metalhead, and yes, I know who Nora Jones is. um, but she's a really great girl. I've found her on TikTok. Um, TikTok's another platform that's getting out there. A lot of artists are using some of that 60-second videos. I think they're making them a little bit longer now um, to to get their music out. Sometimes there's a lot of lip syncing going on there, and it's funny. They copy comedians, they copy all kinds of other stuff, and it's it's funny. I mean, it's pretty funny, and people getting a little. Morning, Brett. What's going on, brother man? How you doing? He's checking in from YouTube. All right, brother. Yeah, I got this new platform going on, this Haps app, and it's broadcasting on all my channels that I have. Been a while, Brett. We got to get together, man. I got to get you on the show at, at some point in time, and I want to do a thing on Ravenscroft, and uh, I want to get you guys together, and we can Zoom it, or we can do something. I mean, get it on this WhatsApp thing. I can get all you guys on at the same time. It's really neat. Um, I think it's on there on YouTube on what it's being broadcast on. You can click on that link, join up. It's free to join. It's a free app. Really neat. And I tell you, I miss you guys, man. I really do. Brett Octane, Brett and Ralph and all and Dave, all those guys, man. It's just it's really we had at NAM a couple of years ago. We had a hotel interview with them, and well, it was my first meeting with these guys, and it was really cool. Um, it was three out of the four that were there, I think it was. Um, but it was just amazing. I mean, you guys are just you're. There's nothing bad that I can say about any musician that I've ever interviewed. You know, I had one that had the interview was like pulling teeth. It was really hard. Uh, I'm talking with this guy. Um, yeah, man, I miss you guys. You guys are great. I want to go jump in your pool, man. It's uh, I've been really fortunate enough to get get to know a lot of the musicians that I play on the station, and I mean, they're not just you know business associates. They're actually friends. They're actually people that I can talk to that have called me on my phone and say, "Hey, man, how you doing?" or "Hey, we got this coming up. We're going to be going through town. Um, we got a show coming up." They'll give me a heads up on their shows before they're even announced to anybody else. I'm just like, "Hey, here we got a show coming up. You can be able to go." Yeah, I'll be able to go. I mean, if I can, sure. And it's you build a. This industry is so. Come over anytime. You're like fam. Thank you, man. You're like family to me too, brother. I really appreciate you. There's nothing I would, and if I could, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you guys. But yeah, you got to check out this Hap. It's Haps app. Check that out. I'll send you a link on Facebook, and I'll send you an invite to it and stuff. Join it up. You get coins, and you can actually kind of make money on this too. You can get sponsorship, and everything else. It's actually pretty neat, pretty neat site. Um, really cool. There's a lot of independent music on here and stuff. Ravenscroft just got signed to Pavement Entertainment, um, they have Saliva, they have Puddle of Mud, they have Tantric, they have, and that's just to name a few bands that they have. And I've been pretty fortunate to get introduced to Puddle of Mud and Saliva, different bands like that. Um, and sometimes those guys are a little. I mean, some of them are like, yeah, I'm just too good to be, and I don't have time to, which I get. Before a show, they don't want to do a lot of interaction with fans and everything before a show. After the show, different story. They're getting their voice warmed up. They don't want to talk a lot. They just, they're warming their voice. The singers anyway. The drummers, musicians, the ones that don't sing too much, they interact with everybody all the time. And so it's these guys are just. Good morning, Laura Beth. How you doing, sweetheart? Uh, it's my Pennsylvania sweetheart. How are you doing this morning? Um, like I said, I'm glad everybody is doing good, and like I said, just meeting a lot of these people, you build a relationship with a lot of these musicians, and it's just really really cool. And it's not to when they're out playing and you go and they take the time out and they say hi, and people kind of go, okay, well, I wonder who he is that this band knows this guy, and they're signed or they're whatever. It's not like that. It's not. I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy talking with musicians because I can't play a lick. I can play a mean air guitar and air drums, but that's it. I can sing a little bit, but I need to have the background vocals too. Uh, the lead part lower, then I could I could copy that. But it's uh, I enjoy hearing the stories that they have. I enjoy um, finding out more about them. It's like, okay, well, how many hotels did you wreck on tour? You know, so, asking silly questions like that. It's just you can play Guitar Hero. I tried Guitar Hero. It's not too bad. I was kind of learning that a little bit, um, but it's it's always fun. I mean, it's fascinating me on how uh, guitar players that get that fingering. Don't go there. Don't go there. The fingering on their things all right, man. Take it easy, Steve. I appreciate you popping in, man. Thanks for stopping by. Um, uh, it's just amazing, Just okay, different frets, different guitars have a different sound, and what's this and what's that, and it's like all the drummers. They have different sticks, they have different skins. Uh, different kits have different sounds, different tones to it, and getting to know all that stuff. It's just to me, it's fascinating. I know there's a lot of people out there that want to that kind of want to know about that. Okay, well, what makes a drummer tick? What makes a guitar player tick? What makes a singer want to sing? You know, how do you know when you want to be a front man? Because I've seen some front people that they really don't have that great of a voice, but for what they're singing sounds really, really good. You know, and it's like I say, it really depends on what it is and what the vibe is to it. If I see a band up on like I've seen Ravenscroft. I saw Ravenscroft before they got signed to Pavement, and they got that through a contest, I believe, which is really cool. Um, and but it's you get to see these guys and okay, well, okay, these guys are endorsed because they have so many followers, and you got to do you got to do so much networking when you're a band and you're trying to get out there. A lot of bands from LA, they're LA bands. I mean, LA is the it's like you got the whiskey and the rainbow and the different the Viper Room and different stuff like that that I never really did go to when I was younger. I've heard of these places. I never really went because I wasn't allowed to. Growing up, I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. My little brother went more places than I did. My first concert was Boys to Colt, and that was just before I went in the Army in 1983. Yeah, and then I went to a couple of shows after that. I've gone to more shows living here in Vegas than I've gone my entire kid life, where everybody's, oh man, growing up, man, it was all rock and roll. I had church and Christian concerts. That's the only thing I was allowed to go to. My mom was pretty strict about stuff like that. She didn't even like me going to a different church. But anyway, that's all good. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break here. You guys are probably gonna still see my face and everything, and that's all good. But I got the Scorch going to be playing for you with Transcend, Cure the Curse with I'm Not Sorry, and I got Pariah was one after that. But I'm gonna play the Scorched here next, and don't feel bad if I don't play you, Brett. If I don't play Ravenscroft because they will mute me because you guys are signed. All the music I play is copywritten, but I have permission to play everybody's music. Um, because I pay my I pay my licensing fees for streaming. Um, I pay that every month, and it's rough to pay that every month. It's free for you guys to listen to as I stream it on the stream on it, but the website costs money, um, the licensing costs money, and and that's this Haps app thing. It allows me to get sponsorship. So if you want to sponsor with $1, couple bucks, $5, doesn't really matter. I know you are, brother, man. And you know what? That means so much to me. Having um, somebody actually tell me that that they're here for me, or that they actually give a shit. You know, because it's rough. This time, I mean, this last year has been really, really difficult for a lot of people. A lot of people are out of work. Um, I had to close my business down that I had. I was doing screen doors, and yeah, and to hear the new stuff. Yeah, um, it's it's been hard. It's been really difficult. I've never been this bad off. I mean, I always, I've hit hard times before, but it's never lasted very long. This is the longest it's lasted, and it's not fun. I'll tell you. Uh, but this here is a labor of love and commitment and dedication to bringing everybody new music and music that they wouldn't really hear uh, so much, on the radio because mainstream radio they play to death whatever's new and they play it to death. It's like, you know what? Ozzy plays more songs than No More Tears. uh, there's newer stuff than just Led Zeppelin. You know, um, is Led Zeppelin great? Yeah, they are. Beatles, they're great. Jimi Hendrix, all these guys, and all the classic stuff is great. The Foo Fighters aren't Foo Fighters. The Foo Fighters aren't classic rock. They might have been around for a while. They have been around for a while, but they're not classic. Classic rock is classic rock. You've been working with a skeleton crew. Oh yeah, is it pretty thin? You guys don't drink much water, right? All the skeletons that can't hold any water in. I got you. Yeah, it's rough. I mean, depending on what you do for a living, um, it hasn't been easy. You know, I'm older. I'm a little bit older. I have a hard time getting a job because I've been in construction almost my whole life, in some type of construction, in some way, shape, or form, either painting or finish carpentry or handyman stuff, or putting screen doors in or whatever. Yeah, I can't do that anymore. I've had knee surgery. I had surgery on my sinuses. Everything's going really well now. Yeah, there's too many that won't come to work. Yeah, people are making more money on unemployment. Thing is, I can't apply for unemployment because I don't qualify. I had my own business for a while, and that got taken down, and I don't like talking about it. um, but it's really rough. But it's day by day, and we'll get it through. If I can start making money on the station and everything, and not don't get me wrong, I'm not telling everybody, okay, oh yeah, send me all your money so I could just not do anything. No, I do a lot of work. Sometimes going from one place to another on a remote show, or going to go do an interview with somebody, it costs money to do that too. Um, it's and it's rough. It's rough paying these, keeping keeping the internet on, keeping the electric on, keeping the stream licensing up to date, and going forward, and getting things ready for these festivals, and everything else. And it's uh, the different festivals that we have going on. We're trying to get to Sturgis um, this year. If we can, great. If we can't, well, there's always next year. Um, we have a fall festival coming up in September that we're going to be doing. We have a booth. It's 4 days. We'll be broadcasting from our booth, and my co-host Cos Fancy will be there. And what up, Gary? Yo, yo, man, how you doing, brother? Gary, now I'll tell you what. I got to give Gary a shout out, man. This guy has been a huge, huge supporter. And no, Gary, I'm not saying you're fat, but you've been a huge supporter of Rev Radio Vegas uh, since since you guys came out. We've been a supporter of you guys, of Cure the Curse. Love you guys' music. You guys did our Halloween party um, last year. It was really amazing. And you two finally lifted the little band they had on your, well, not band, but the muted part of your own original music. They finally decided they're going to lift that up. I got notified. They said, "Yeah, okay, all right, yeah, you're right. It's their music and it's a live event. So how can we? That's not copyrighted. And that's not copyright copyright infringement. That's not happening when the original band plays their own music and you broadcast it. Come on, I have permission from you guys to play all your music anyway. So that being said, I mean, these guys, Cure the Curse, they got me a really badass acoustic guitar. They signed it. I don't know if you guys can see that over there. Yeah, there you go. It's the one hanging on the wall. Really cool. Uh, really cool guitar. And these guys, they signed it for me, and I got it hanging up here in the studio. But they're a really big supporter of us. They've helped us out with you know, sponsoring us. It's not every month that they do that, but it comes in. It comes in when I really need it. Sometimes it's like ding. Oh wow. I mean, and it's just that makes me feel really good. I mean, and they go, "Oh, well, you do so much," and I do what I do because I love doing it, not because I want people to pay my bills for me. And if this is the only bill that people pay for me is my stream licensing fee, fine, that's great. But it warms my heart to when um, I don't do this to get payback or to get a pat on the back or anything else like that. I do this because I love doing it, and um, there's other web stations out there that um, they'll ask people for music. Oh, if you want your music played, come on, give us your music, and here's our price list. If you want your music played once on every show, you got to pay X amount of dollars. If you want it played 3 times during a show, you have to pay so much, or either per show or per airplay. If you want it played, once a week. If you want it played 10 times a week or 50, you know what? You guys want to send me your music? Send me your music in an MP3 form to rev2indie@gmail.com. I will put you in rotation, and it will be played whether somebody is on air or not. That's how I do things because I really give a shit about your music and wanting to get it out there. I'm not going to play it just on one day for 2 hours or 3 hours. And I'll do a show on new music and just say, hey, look, this is the new music that I got in the last couple of months. I'll wait a couple of months. I'll get a whole show out of it. There's sometimes I won't get music every day. I'll get it quite a bit. I'll get some and I get some that's actually being sent to radio stations. And while they're playing it over there, here, we're going to submit our music for your station if it fits your thing. Um, most stations, someplace state, you got to send your music to 5 different stations to be heard on 5 different genres. You know, uh, I take all genres. If you're rock, metal, death metal, black metal, uh, easy listening, uh, adult contemporary, whatever music you're doing, if this is what your heart and soul is, I'll play it. You know, I'm not real big on rap, but I will play rap. I will have a rap guest on my show. If he's a local artist or he's something new, why not? He's an he's an artist, and that gives me a chance to better understand their music. You know, whether they're EDM uh, DJ or whether they're just a little rapper here and there or whatever, or uh, you know hip hop or R&B or whatever the case may be. Um, what up, George? How you doing, brother man? George Ramos, Georgie Porgy Pudding Pie. How you doing, brother? How was your fourth? Um, but you just gotta. People don't understand sometimes the different kind of music that's out there, and there's many uh, so many artists out there that don't get a chance to have their music heard unless they play a house, unless they play like a house party, or they, uh, you know, sometimes they're just stuck in their garage doing their thing. Um, but you gotta do this whole thing. You just the music community. I can't say rock community because if you start saying rock community, then there's a rock community, a metal community, and this and that. all these communities all over the place, and none of them are getting together. My whole concept of the local uprising show was to get and bring everybody together. Because music, what's music? Music in general. Music brings everybody together, whether you're listening to mariachi music or whether you're listening to heavy metal. It doesn't matter. You put the two together, you get metalachi. It's a real band. Check them out. They're actually pretty cool. Um, I love the way that came together. And that wasn't done on purpose either. That just kind of came together. But it's music brings everybody together. Music can save somebody's life. Music can uh, either calm you down or build you up, or whatever the case may be. And different bands do different things for people. There's a band called Tailgun a few years ago that these guys were just they're really great guys. I mean, Todd was playing drums for him at the time. Um, uh, Larry Kelly is a guitar player. Uh, Corey uh, Corey K was the bass player. Robbie G was another guitar player, and lead vocalist was Jax. Uh, these guys together were just had so much fun. I mean, they had a lot of fun. They were great guys together, and I spent a lot of time with these guys. And for the most part, at that time in my life, I was going through a really hard time, really, really hard time. These guys pretty much saved my life. I mean, if it wasn't for these guys, um, I don't know what would happen. I really don't. I'm not one to dwell on uh, negative things, but at that time, it was just really hard. You ever get those feelings where you sit there and all you want to do is just cry? There's nothing you can do except cry, and it's a lot of people don't really um, think about that. There's too many that won't come to work. Uh, there's too many people that I mean, let's talk about suicide for a minute. Um, Nobody really knows why people do that. Looking at it from my standpoint, some people think that okay, I can't take this anymore. Uh, Nothing's getting better. I'm just a burden on people. Uh, Seeing it that way, I mean, but there's other people like, oh well, that's being really selfish, and you're only hurting everybody around you that cares about you when you end yourself. That is true, but to the person that is doing that, they don't feel that way. They feel that they're being a burden on people, and everybody has to worry about them, and everybody has to do this or that or the other, and it's not that type of thing. Um, some people feel so alone that they don't have anybody with them. They don't have anybody that cares about them or loves them or anything else. I mean, there's people out there that really really think that, and there's always somebody there. There's always somebody there uh, to listen to you. There's sometimes people, but if you're one to cry wolf all the time, oh, I'm just going to kill myself. No, okay, now you want pity. Now you want people to feel sorry for you, and oh, it's going to be okay. I had an ex-wife that was like that. I mean, every time I turned around, she was wanting to kill herself. I was like, if you want to leave me that bad, just go. you um, but you get, and it gets repetitious, and sometimes it gets people upset. It gets me upset when I hear somebody say that, oh, I'm just gonna kill myself, or I should just kill myself because I'm just disappointing everybody. It's like, you know what? Well, then stop disappointing people and do something positive. And it's in all of us to do that. It's in all of us to get to pick ourselves up and go. We have to. I mean, some people turn to drugs, some people turn to alcohol, some people just give up and just, I'm just gonna hide under the covers and wait till it goes away. I'm gonna hide in my room and wait till it goes away. It's not gonna go away. It's either gonna get better or it's gonna get worse, and it's up to us to figure that out. Figure out what we're gonna do to make it better. Because you know what? Only we can make our life better. Um, Sometimes somebody that's just watching in that kind of catches a glimpse of this whole thing, uh, they think they don't matter. They think they're not loved. Everybody matters. Everybody matters because um, if nobody mattered, then where would anybody be? All right. I'll let you guys know this. I love you, and you matter. You matter to me. Um, Not just because I get numbers from you guys watching me, but because you guys matter to me. Really do. Um, there's some people that I could do without. There's some people that do nothing but be negative to people and are just miserable themselves, so they want to make everybody else miserable. Those are the type of people that I really don't need in my life. Do I care about them? Sure, of course. Do I want to hang out with them? No, because they're depressing and they're just like, why am I hanging out just to hear you bitch and complain the whole time? If we can't change what's going on in the world, we can only, we can't change what's going on. We can only change how we deal with it. So, with that, I am going to do what I said I was going to do before I got a little sidetracked. Is play you Transcend and then Cure the Curse. And I'll be back after this. That's very true, Pat. Self-loathing is a bitch. It's not cool. It's not good. It's not healthy. You too, Pat. Have a great day, sweetheart.
you see it, see it in my take it for what it is, love it for what you see. Oh, take it for what it is, love it for what you see. Live your life. Live your life. Take it for what it is, love it for what you see. Oh, take it for what it is, love it for what you see. Live your life. Live your welcome to the fire. Standing in the rain. You make me feel like I haven't felt enough pain. It's a cold and heartless. Whatever you become, I can't see anything but rain. And I'm not sorry for the way that I am. I'm not sorry. It's time to make my stand. If you don't believe in me, then you're already gone. And I'm not sorry. No, 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 I'm not
Oh,
sorry.
it's got a double one.
You went to tire with the games that you play. Tear off the muscle, throw it all away. It's a cold and heartless.
And you are not an asshole, Josh.
I can't be anything but me.
You're a good dude.
And I'm not sorry.
You're a good dude, and you know it. What up, Joe?
I'm not
You
sorry.
still coming tonight, huh?
It's time to make my stand. If you don't believe in me, then you're already gone, and I'm not sorry. No, 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 I'm not sorry.
Dude, I'm older than you are. I'm no kid. What's going on, brother? All right, that was Cure the Curse with I'm Not Sorry off their album Places. Check them out on all platforms, Spotify, all that crap. Really good stuff. So, Joe Nassar joined us in. Um, he's going to be on our show tonight. If he doesn't, don't not show up, dude. Okay? This has been going on for a long time. Uh, Joe Nassar is a really good friend of mine. Uh, Met him quite a few years ago. Dude's got an amazing voice. He's worked with some really good people, and he's got some really good news that he wants to share with us, and he wants to do an exclusive. So we're gonna have an exclusive with Joe Nassar here tonight at 7 o'clock here in studio. So, dude, don't be late. Don't not show up. We'll find you and kick your ass. No, he's a good dude. Um, and a lot of fun to talk to. He's a really great guy. Uh, been too long since I've actually seen him, so it'll be. He says, "I'll be there, man." You better. All right, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning in and stuff. But yeah, we got. Uh, like I was saying, it's just. I know I kind of jumped around a little bit, going from independent musicians to suicide and all this other stuff. I don't want to depress anybody. I don't want anybody, uh, thinking that I'm just. Yeah, it's like no, fuck all that stupid shit, man. Uh, we're in charge of our own destiny. We control what we do. If we choose to be down in the dumps, then you're going to be down in the dumps, and you're not going to go anywhere. You're just going to feel sorry for yourself, and don't don't feel sorry for yourself, because you know what, we have our circumstances, we have situations that we're in, and it's difficult. It's difficult. It's just like homeless people. Homeless people have situation and choice. You know, their situation put them in a bad spot, and that they're homeless, or they don't want to follow anybody's rules, so they're just gonna, I'm gonna do my own thing, go where I'm gonna go, blah 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 blah, and just whatever, be homeless. Fine, that's your choice, but don't make anybody else pay for it. Don't stand in a corner because, oh well, you know, I don't want to work, so I just want to have people give me money. So I'm just going to sit here with a sign all day long in the 120-degree heat, and oh, feel sorry for pitiful me. I'm trying to, and then lie about things. Oh, I'm going to bury my son. I saw a lady have that sign. She had that sign for 2 years, every day, looking pitiful, their head down, big old frown on her face, saying she wanted to bury somebody. First time I saw her, yeah, I gave her a couple bucks. I felt bad. Okay, people are going through hard times. Okay, cool. I'm a little more fortunate than somebody else. All right, so I'll help them out. But then I saw her again and again, same corner, same day, all day long, and like, really? Okay, now it's getting a little, And then 2 years later, I'm like, you're still doing that? And then I saw her in another corner somewhere else, and I'm like, okay, you know. Well, you get these people that walk around and they walk arm in arm. They're a couple and they're homeless and we're hungry with this. You know, I've bought people food. I bought people, you know, water. Gave a dude a freaking big old thing of water one day. It was hot as hell. You guys know Vegas, August, it's hot. Super, super hot. I went over, I gave this guy a banana and some water. So here you go, man. He didn't ask for it. He was just sitting there. I got myself something to drink, and I didn't want to. I had a little bit of extra, so I gave. What he told me? He'd rather have the money I spent on the water and banana. Rather have the money than water and banana. Even though he's sitting there and he's drenched in sweat. Didn't even look like he was sweating anymore. Probably dehydrated. Wanted the money instead. What's that tell you? Uh, the way some people are, some people expect it. Some people are appreciative. You know, I gave this guy a bunch of water and a sandwich one time. I was looking for my buddy, and no, I was took my brother to his eye doctor's appointment. Went to go get something to eat. The guy was sitting there, and he didn't ask for anything. He was just sitting there, had his head down, didn't see me. Walked in, got something from 7-Eleven, came back out, handed it to him, said, "Here you go, dude." He goes, "What's this for?" I said, "It's for you to eat and drink. Okay, you look hungry, you look thirsty. There." Another one of his friends came over, walked over, and, and I went to my truck. He goes, "Oh, what that guy want?" He gave me this stuff. He goes, "Here, have some." And he shared his gallon of water with the dude, which was cool. Um, I didn't do it for the, "Oh, look what I can do for you." No, I did it because I wanted to do it. And here you go. And they weren't bugging me. They didn't ask me. They didn't, I had one guy look at me and go, "Cheese," and just start saying cheese to me. I'm like, "Cheese what? On camera? You're taking my picture? What are you talking?" "No, craft singles." "What? Are you asking me for something? Or are you just telling me you want cheese? Or you're just telling me you know what cheese is? I mean, what is it?" And I told the guy, I said, "Dude, if you want something, ask for it. Don't just holler at me. I'm gonna tell you to go fuck yourself." you know, it's just, I mean, people, the way people are now is just, the younger generations, it's the Me Too and the entitlement and all this other stuff. And it's just, you know what? When I was growing up, I had to work for everything I had. I mean, I wasn't given an allowance. You know, my parents didn't get me. We didn't have phones back then. We had the phone that was hung up on the kitchen wall that had a mile-long cord. We had that. Didn't have internet. You want to go play outside. You you want to watch TV, then watch it for a little bit and watch your cartoons, and then once cartoons are done, get the hell out of here. But I mean, it's just all it's all relative, I guess. I mean, it all depends on what you want to get out of life. Do you want to get? Do you want to get somewhere? You want to be someone? You want to just make things better? Rotary phones, yeah, yeah. The rotary phones and the push buttons. When the push buttons came out, yeah, we had a black rotary phone when I was growing up. When I lived down in Oxnard on N Street, it was, and you had to remember somebody's number or have it written down. Remember the phone books were so thick. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's it's really crazy. It's there you go. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna laugh, and then let's see. Did it come on screen? Let's see. What's it? Oh, come on. No. Okay. Present on screen. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, now how do I get it off of there? Okay, I think it went away. But yeah, uh, yeah, it's just the way things go, and we are in control of our own destiny. Uh, we need to do things the way we need we need to do it, and if we're on if we're on that right path, We're on that path to where we need to be at. That's and that's great. That's awesome. And it's just one step closer to where we can be to be happy. And this is, uh, I won't lie to you guys. It's been a rough year for me. And it's I've had so many things. You also had an Apple One PC. I saw my buddy Mike has a PC that's in there, and it's actually a laptop. And this thing, I'm not kidding you, is this thick. I mean, you can see that in the camera. It's that thick. It's huge. And it's a laptop computer. It was a Commodore, I think it was. Um, just, it's just crazy. I'm like, that's a laptop? Holy crap! He goes, yeah, but you have to have a plug a different screen up on there, and it wasn't really a flip up. It was just I had to have the screen. It's kind of like a desktop, only it was a little. The desktops back then were a lot bigger. But uh, but yeah, it's just we got to do we got to do what makes us happy. I mean, I know Brett works on boats. He refurbishes or reconditions them, I guess. Uh, Remodels. He works on boats, sailboats and yachts and stuff like that. It's just I mean, he does amazing woodwork. Really great dude, and I am really proud to call him my friend and amazing guitar player too. Just and this really great guy. I mean, it's funny. He was doing TikTok stuff with his wife, him and his, I guess his sister-in-law and his wife. And it was funny because he was saying, "Oh, this is my first nude scene." He was taking a shower, had his shorts on. His wife sells hair products, and it's hilarious watching these guys. Man, they're so funny. He's a really great dude. Love him to death. Him and his family are just really great people. Um, Boat carpenter and fiberglass guy. There you go. That's what he does. I just run them. I don't like working on them. On steel hull boats, I chip and paint too. I mainly run boats. He does a lot of carpentry work and fiberglass stuff. So he's a very talented guy. I tell you, I don't like working with fiberglass, man. That stuff just makes me itch thinking about it. Yeah, but anyway, it's been a lot of fun today, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end my show now. And like I said, I really don't forget to tune in tonight. Jonah Sarr is going to be my special guest tonight at 7. It'll be right here on all these channels on this. But yeah, but check out that Haps app. Haps Haps.tv is what it is. Um, it's it's a really neat thing. I've been broadcasting for about 2 hours now, so it's really cool, and I like it. I like it. We have more we have more technology in our hands today than we had when we went to the moon. Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Um, all right, Gary. You too, man. You have a great day. Love you, brother. Um, but yeah, it's uh, technology has come a long way, and we've all as a society have come a long way, but then we've also digressed too, because it's not about black and white. It's not about white privilege. It's not about anything else other than we just need to be good to each other. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, or brown, or whatever. Doesn't matter. We just need to be good to each other. Uh, follow the golden rule. You know, uh, it's you gotta um, dude, play pong. Pong was hilarious, dude. Uh, but yeah, it's if we're good to each other, I mean, do do unto I mean the way the golden rule stands: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. treat people the way you want to be treated. Period. Don't be a dick. Don't be an asshole. All right? Everybody has one. Whether you're male or female, you have an asshole. You don't have to be one. Right? And, just be just be kind to people. If you don't like their opinion, that's okay. You don't agree with somebody, that's okay. You don't have to agree with them. You can agree to disagree and just be, you know. All right, that's cool, man. That's great. You know, now you know what not to talk about. Period. It's all good though. But all right, so I'll tell you what. You guys have a great day. Have a great Monday. Have a great week. We got a lot of stuff coming this week. I'll be posting some more stuff. I'll be on a social media network show Wednesday at about I think 3 o'clock, between 2 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll be on that show, so I will let you guys know when that is, and we'll be broadcasting that. I will share that link where it's being broadcasted at, so you guys can watch and whatnot. There's several guests on there, so we'll see we'll see how it goes. I'll see how it works out. There's like 7 guests, I think, and so we'll keep going on. I'll have to have my shit together. Yeah, but you too, man. You be safe out there, and yeah, always be safe. If you want to wear a mask, wear one. If you don't. It's up to you. Um, I don't think the pandemic is as bad as they have said it was. Um, but then again, you never know. You never know what's going on with anything. So um, believe what you believe in your heart. Um, if you believe it to be true, then it's true to you. Um, what we read on the internet, somebody put there, don't know if it's true or not. Don't know if it's false. Don't know if it's over exaggerated, under exaggerated. I mean, um, upplayed or downplayed. We don't know. We've been lied to for so long through everything that I think it's like that because and now nobody knows what's true. Nobody knows anything. We're going to either have to have the higher power or God or whatever you believe in come down and go, this is it. I'm sorry about that. Uh, it kind of hurt a little bit, but not too bad. um, but anyway, I want you guys to have a great day. I love you. You guys matter. And have a great day. Mariah was one. Band out of Las Vegas. The song is called Bad Reputation. Bad Reception, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Kind of hurt. All right, everybody, that about does it for me. Take it easy, and I will see you tonight at 7 o'clock when my guest is going to be Joe Nassar. And he's got some really good stuff coming up for you. Cool sound singer, has hints of Phil and something. Yeah, he does. Uh, really good dude. Um, uh, yeah. All right, there you go. That's what Brett says. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, and we'll be seeing you guys tonight, 7 o'clock Pacific West Coast time. All right, I will catch you guys later. Peace.